Ghostbusters. Yes, we're back.
I love it.
Yeah, oh geez, Dagger, when are you we don't want to look at my dog's butt. But it's good. It's good to be back.
Indeed.
Isn't it? Yeah. So, but thank you, Josh, and thank you, Justin. I don't know, where is Justin this fine evening? You didn't.
He's probably debating somebody on slavery somewhere.
Good. Well, somebody has to, because you're
Somebody
here,
has to.
right?
That's right.
So, but thank you, Josh and Justin, for holding down the fort while I was away at SBL. It's good to see you guys out there in YouTube land. Good to see Riley and Tomer, of course. I mean, you can go to sleep, Tomer. You know Hebrew, right? And you know it better than we do. So, it's go figure. Yes, Jason Rollins, Annie Potts is fantastic, and yeah, good to see you too, Hypatia Stanhope, and Tomer feels very, very committed to this.
Well, he made me feel self-conscious about the pronunciation of my R's, so I've been for my ratios, so I've been trying to work on that.
Wow,
thanks, Tomer.
Good. Thanks, Tomer. You make us better. All right. So, you guys, I think, left off with Numbers 22, 17, 18. And we're going to continue reading that this evening, just to give everyone a rundown of how we roll, how we do things here. So Josh and I will take turns, each reading a verse of the Hebrew text. This is the story of Balaam, and we will parse the verbs. We'll probably provide some comments on some of the interesting textual features of pronunciation or lexicography, and just generally kind of nerd out about the text here. If you have any questions about anything, certainly about the text, please feel free to throw those in the chat. But we'll answer all sorts of questions. Yeah. So why don't we start? And since I missed last week, maybe I will begin.
Sounds good.
All right. Excuse me. That was in Hebrew. Okay. Vaya'an Balaam vayomer el avdei Balaq im yitain li Balaq melo baito kesef v'zahav lo uchal la avord et pi Adonai Elohai la'asot kitana o gedolah. All right. So these are the messengers from Balaq have come back to beg Balaam, pretty please come with us to curse the Israelites. Is Tomer already getting after me for my pronunciation of Balaam and Beato? I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. Okay. So Balaam answered, and he said to the slaves of Balaq, if Balaq would give me the fullness of his house, silver and gold, I would be unable to pass, to cross the mouth of Yahweh, my God, to do small or great. He can't do anything, either big or small. Doesn't matter how much money in his house Balaq has to give him. He's determined. He can only do as Yahweh, his God, tells him. So what do we have for the verbs here? Vaya'an is a Cal third masculine singular from Anna, imperfect, vowel consecutive. Did I say that already? I don't think I did.
No, but you got it.
Yeah. So from Anna, meaning I said Anna, means to answer. Vayomer is the verb we see in every verse. It feels like.
Right.
Cal, third masculine singular, vowel consecutive, imperfect. From Amar, meaning to say. Yitain is a Cal, third masculine singular, imperfect, from Natan. The noon is a weak letter, so it quiesces into the tav and is represented by the doubling dot there, the hirik. Ukal is that is, I believe, yeah, that's a Cal imperfect, third masculine, sorry, first masculine, first common singular. There we go. From Yochal, meaning to be able. And then we have an infinitive construct here, a Cal infinitive construct. We recognize that I recognize that predominantly through the vowel pointing. You'll notice the composite shiva under the ayin and the holum in the second radical. The easiest way to identify, I think, infinitives, just in terms of their conjugation, their stem, is to they always follow the imperfect vocalization of the third masculine singular without the prefix, the verbal prefix. So, but yes, it's from avar, means to cross over, to pass through. Sometimes, Josh, it means to offer up your firstborn son as a sacrifice.
Well, that's ridiculous. Okay.
But it's a flexible word. It can mean many things.
It's all a journey.
It's a journey. Another infinitive construct. La asot is from a saw. That's also a Cal, and it takes the ot ending because it is a third hey verb, means to do. So there we go. That's I think that's everything.
I was interested as to why these were in the feminine forms. Katana,
Katana ogudala. That's a good question.
And I don't have an answer. I suspect if we look at this variant, it'll be that they're in the masculine, but I don't know.
Does it? I wonder if it does it have. I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that it maybe there's because you could. Yeah, I don't know. The part of me thinks just at the outset maybe it's harkening back to the P.
But it's masculine. P is masculine.
P masculine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought.
I thought that.
Like
I thought that
body parts too, right? Like they do.
Yeah. Usually they are, right? But
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know. We don't know.
Those are the interesting questions, folks, that you want to ask.
Tomer, surely he must have you must have cracked open. Maybe he's asleep. He hasn't said anything since. Oh, there we go. Okay. You guys have the masculine form in other passages. Oh, Simone's here. Good to see you, Simone. You missed very little. The corrections are there in the chat from Tomer. So, all right. What's going on in verse 19?
19. V'ata shvuna vaze gam atem halayla ve'ed'a ma Yosef Yahweh daber imi. So you hear, I tried to do it. Daber.
Oh,
Daber.
really?
I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I'm trying.
We'll see what the censor says.
And the judges. All right. Now, like, stay in this place, like, probably here, like, sleep. The idea for the night.
Yeah.
Like all y'all tonight. Like, I take this as a cohortative here. So, like, let me know, but I suspect it's some other type of volition, like that I might know, or no, not that, but maybe he's saying, like, stay here so that I might have time to go discover. Maybe that's the idea. What Yahweh will again say with like what he will say again with me, wouldn'tly, but like he's going to speak again with me.
Yeah.
So let me parse those. So it's go shavu. This is a cow, imperative, masculine plural from yashav. So it'd be shave, shvi, shavu, shavna. This is that Galvav consecutive. No, it's not a vav. Sorry, cow. Cohortative, first common singular from yada, to know. Notice that the first yud turns into a tsere here when you put the prefix on. That's how I'm understanding this comment say here at the end to be the marker of the cohortative.
Yeah.
Ma Yosef, so this is a hifil, imperfect, third masculine singular from Yasaf. Notice that the first yud goes to a cholim. And this is just an idiomatic expression, Yosef Taber. So this is a PL infinitive construct from Dalit Beit Reish. So he will, like, again to speak, but add to speak. But it's like he'll speak again with me.
Again. Yeah.
Yeah. You want me to do 20 as well, just because that one was short? Or do you want to take it?
Sure.
All right.
Oh, before you do though, Tomer says that Ashley renders that I might surely know what more Yahweh might speak to me.
Yeah.
He writes, the verbal forms cohortative and jussive are moods to express potentiality and show Balaam's wish. For example, that I might be allowed to know what Yahweh might speak to me.
Yeah, it's like I need time to go, to quite literally go sleep on it. So stay here tonight so that I have the opportunity. And like, so it's like, what's a good way to do this? Like, hey, listen, just wait here a minute. Let me go ask Yahweh. Let me go find out. Like that I might go find out. I would like to go find out.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know that I've said this before. I probably have. But the translation of im, for those students that are, looking for cool ways to remember stuff or to translate stuff, when it's in this like oath formula. Have I talked about this? My friend Caleb's translation of this? instead of saying like,
I think so.
like, even if would be fine. But I mean, like a lot of times you have it without any kind of an apodosis,
Hmm.
right? So it's just like, if I will go with you, like that's it.
Yeah.
And I think a really good way to do this, it's I'll be damned if I'll go with you. So that's sort of the way that it's.
That your friend Caleb, son of Jephunneh?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Also, Joel is here.
Yep. No doubt. No doubt.
Vishanti's here too. She has a
Nice.
motion instead of swallowing the Hebrew R like in modern French. Trill it like in Spanish. I just don't do either. It's my mouth. My mouth doesn't work properly. So, oh man, hey look, Derek is here.
We
Derek is
will
here
be
to
damned.
listen.
Well
So,
played, sir.
good to see you here, Derek.
All right.
So where were
Oh,
we?
so 20. Sorry.
Uh,
Vayavo Elohim el Bilam Lila, or Lila, Vayomer lo, im likro lecha, va'u anashim, kum lechitam, ve'ach et hadavar asher adaber elecha, oto ta'aseh. Then God came to Balaam by night. So this is, I suspect, like an accusative of what place? Or maybe it's an adverbial accusative, nightly. But at night is the idea here. And he said to him, if, and to translate this a little more smoothly, I jump ahead to the subject and verb here. If the men have come to invite you, so that it's probably fronted here. If to invite you, the men have come,
mhm.
get up, go with them. But like only is sort of the implied here. But the thing that I say to you, do that. Like only do that
Yeah.
is sort of the idea. Like don't do whatever you want. So Kalvav, consecutive imperfect, third masculine singular from bo, vayavo. Let's see, vayomer, Kalvav, consecutive imperfect, third masculine singular from amar. Cal infinitive construct from kara, likro. Sorry, likro. Sorry.
See, I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah.
I don't fear the wrath of Tomer.
I know. I just want to be even better. Ba'u, so Cal perfect, third masculine plural, or third common plural from bo. Kum, Cal imperative, masculine singular from kum. Lech, Cal imperative, masculine singular from halach. Adaber is a PL imperfect, first common singular from davar. And ta'aseh, a Cal imperfect, second masculine singular from asa.
Beauty. So, couple things. So, Domingo Aviles asks if the accusative of time is a thing.
Accusative of time, yeah, it might be.
I honestly don't. I mean, I think that's a Greek thing that may also appear in Hebrew, but I can't think of
I would, yeah,
seeing
like
it
look at what.
or discussing. Yeah, I can't recall from. Well, Keon O'Connor would probably have something about it.
You know what? We can probably just. Do we want to pull it up or no?
I don't know.
But if you look
Are
at
you there?
Walking O'Connor, it'll lay out all the different uses of the
Yeah.
accusative.
So it might be in there. And Derek also wants to know if we think Falk knows how to read Hebrew. Well, he certainly doesn't know how to pronounce it. We've discovered that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like he does. He was
I've seen
talking about
him.
the
You know, I've seen him read things before.
yeah. Seems like he does.
Some of his translations are interesting.
I think one thing we can say is all of us we are all at different levels of proficiency.
Or we could say
Happen to be a little bit of an armchair expert on the subject, if I do say so myself.
So well played, sir.
that was good, eh?
So well
Yes,
played.
sir.
Brilliant.
I know. I don't. My timing is often off, but
Spot
every
on.
now and then. Okay. All right. The next one's really short, so I will also read the next two.
Okay.
Okay. Vayakam Bilam Baboker Vayachavosh et Atono Vayelech im Sarei Moab. So
Oh, you get the cool ones.
I know.
Again, sir. Well played.
So Balaam rose up in the morning, and he bound, but it's probably no, that's probably right. He bound up, he saddled his mule or his donkey. Atone. This is one of the like 67 Hebrew words for donkey. And he went with the chiefs of Moab. Vayakam is a cow third masculine singular from kom, imperfect vav consecutive. It's a hollow verb, so the vav disappears and it becomes it shortens, right? It shortens with into the comments hatuf there. And then we have Vayachavosh is also a cow, third masculine singular imperfect, vav consecutive from kavash. And Vayelech is also a cow, vav consecutive. Sorry, imperfect, third masculine singular with a weak hay. It's all pretty straightforward there. All right, but now there's a twist, you guys. The twist is coming. You ready for it? Vayechar af Elohim ki holehu vayit yatsev malach Adonai b'derech lesatan lo v'hu rochev al atono ushne ne'arav imo. Okay. So so the anger of God was kindled because he was going.
Can we just pair those?
Do we need to stop?
I just want to here. I'll read mine and then you read yours.
Okay.
Ready?
You
Here
read
we
yours
go.
first. Okay.
So if the men have come to invite you,
is God speaking, correct? This is
Yep.
God speaking to Balaam. Okay.
Get up, go with them.
And the anger of God was kindled because he was going. Wow. Either Yahweh has a short memory, or he's just looking for reasons, or as you and I were talking today, maybe, and I think you said one of the commenters suggested this as well, that maybe this is a bid. Maybe 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 he was like, okay, I'll say, all right, go ahead, do your thing, whatever you want, and hoping really that Balaam was going to go, no, 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 Yahweh.
Here, you have the last donut. It's okay. Oh, thanks. I can't believe you took the last donut.
Yeah.
You were supposed to say no. I won't take the last
That's
donut.
it. That's it. The last donut. All right. So,
Not saying that from personal experience.
but God,
Not that I'm like that.
listen,
I have to work very hard not to.
God, God is so angry. He's so angry at Balaam that an angel of Yahweh stood his ground on the road to oppose him, and he had, or sorry, and Balaam was riding on his donkey, and his two boys were with him. Now, I have to say this word here, na'ar, uh, na'arav, his boys. So this word na'ar is often translated as like boys, it's like little kids. Um, I don't think that's really what's necessarily going on here. These aren't his children. This is a way of designating slaves.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say, and I also think there's a sense in this word uh, opposite ish or enosh for man, in the sense of being uh, sexually attached or unattached to a woman. So these are, if you're an unmarried young man, you're a na'ar. Once you're betrothed, you become an ish. I think it's an overly simplistic way of understanding this term, and it's semantic range again. Like it includes, it makes the distinction as well between like free men and slaves, but it's
And this is pretty common
yeah.
in like other Mesopotamian, particularly Akkadian texts, but to have like young, like this young men word for young man to be like slave. It's pretty common.
Yeah, correct. So, verbs. Hold on a second. There we go. So we've got Vayichar is a cow, third masculine singular. Is it? Oh, sorry, no,
Mhm.
it is. Yes, it is. From is it what's that from? It's from Chara.
Mhm.
So that's what the funny vowel changes.
It's from harem.
So. It might as well be, really, right? Whole
On the
lake,
low.
yeah.
Okay.
Whole lake is a participle. This is a cow participle from halach. Participles that are adverbial will very often also take a subject pronoun. So here we have holehu, and I tend to think very often in the Hebrew text these are indicators of an ongoing action, something is happening. I translated it as this: for he was going. This is something he was engaged in doing. Vayet yotzev is a hit pal, third masculine singular above consecutive, from yotzav. These are really easy to identify because of the verbal prefix. There are very often causative forms of the verb. That's not really what's happening with this one though. And then lissatan is an infinitive construct. This is the verbal root for the noun Satan, which means adversary, which
Isn't it
came
infinitive?
meaning. I believe. Oh, do you think it's a?
I
Or
would
is
expect
it?
it to be list tone, maybe.
Let's see
I
what
think
it's.
this is just the noun
Is it just?
Satan.
Oh, it is a noun. You're right. Okay.
That's what I would
I
think,
always,
just from
yeah.
the
See,
pointing.
I don't know why. Yeah, weird. I always thought this was the verse with the verbal form. Is there? There
I
must
mean,
be.
it might be. We should probably
Oh,
ask.
actually, it's maybe it's coming up, but it does say. I mean, mine says it's a noun as well. Sorry, everyone, it is not a verb. It's a noun.
What's
Okay.
that called? It's the lamed of.
Uh,
Uh,
which
yeah, it's like the
prep,
lamed of.
preposition there. Um,
Yeah, but no, sorry. It's so like as an adversary, like. But it's an
oh,
appositional. That's what it is.
yeah,
It's an
yeah,
appositional lamed.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're so
And
nerdy.
we've got another
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
participle, rochev, from Rachav, Cal masculine singular participle. Once again, you'll notice that it's included with it is the subject independent pronoun. And then yeah, I think that's it.
Nice.
So sorry.
No.
No, I'm apologizing to the crowd here because I noticed there's a bunch of chats that I wasn't paying attention to.
Oh.
Okay. But I'll try to catch up with that while you work
Well, I
through.
fumble about over here.
Sure. Okay. Uh,
All right. 23. ותרא האתון את מלאך יהוה, ניצב בדרך, וחרבו שלופה בידו. ותט האתון מן הדרך, man, I can't do it. בדרך. I have to just work on it elsewhere. I shouldn't do it here. ותלך בשדה, ויח בלעם את האתון, להטותה הדרך. All right. Sorry, just trying to catch the meaning of the verb here. Then the ass saw the messenger of Yahweh standing in the road. Now his sword was drawn out in his hand. So like a parenthetical, maybe, I don't know.
mhm.
And the donkey like wandered. It like it like extended out.
It stepped off.
Yeah. From the path,
Stepped
from the
out.
road.
The donkey's stepping out.
It stepped out on Balaam. And it went into the field. So Balaam struck the donkey in order to cause it to extend back to the path. So
Is that
right.
a directive on the no, that's the pronoun. And
this year, yeah.
lahatota. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the pronoun.
So vatera is a Calvov consecutive imperfect, third feminine singular from ra'ah. If it were from yara, it would be what? Vatira. But this is from ra'ah. So he saw nitzav, so a nifal participle masculine singular from natzav. to stand in the path and its source. So shlufa, this is a cal passive participle feminine singular, which is from shalaf, which is modifying cherev here, which is a feminine word. Vatate, this is a fun one. This is from nata.
Mm-hmm.
So the third hey drops off. The nun acts like a first Jude here instead of
Like,
assimilating into the tate. Huh?
so, no, I was just gonna. It's one of these words where the first time you look at it, you're going, "How the fuck
Yeah.
am I supposed?
That's right.
Supposed to know what the root of
Yeah,
this word is?"
Vexing is what it is.
You
But
guys-
here, like to extend, but it's like, to move off of. Well, it's to move, and here it's like move off of the main road. Okay. Right, because it's from, you have this directional. And so vatelech is kavav consecutive imperfect, third feminine singular from halach, acting as a first Jude again. Vayach, this is another one of these doubly weak verbs. So this is a hifil, vav consecutive imperfect, third masculine singular from nacha, to strike. Lehatota. This is again from nata. So lehatot would be the hifil infinitive construct from nata, lehatot, and then to put the third feminine singular object suffix. So to in the hifil nata is to like cause to extend. So he's causing it to extend to the road. It's bringing it back on the path is the idea. So here she wanders off in the cow and he brings her back in the hifil.
Nice.
So there you go.
Tomer's got some interesting commentary here. Rashi, but he did not see him for the Holy One, blessed be he, gave an animal power to see more than the man. For just because he possessed a sense of mind, would become perturbed if he sees noxious beings. And then Numbers Rabbah. This villain went to curse an entire nation, which had not sinned against him. Yet he had to strike his ass to prevent it from going to a field.
And this, by the way, is where the phrase beat your ass comes from.
I believe it.
Oh, look, there it is. See?
Yeah.
The timing is that was beautiful. That was well timed.
We did that again.
See, Shanti and I like great minds think alike.
You are. I thought you saw that in
No, unfortunately.
Wow. Well, Josh, by the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. There you go. Okay.
Very nice.
Verse 23 or 24. Verse 24. Yeah. Okay. I'm paying attention, honest.
Definitely.
V'ya'amod malach Adonai b'mish'ul hakramim nader mizeh v'gader mizeh. So I said nader, didn't I? Gader.
That's
Gader
all right.
mizeh v'gader mizeh. All right. And so having been thwarted by the donkey, the messenger of Yahweh, like, what does that look? Sorry, what does that look like? He's standing there, and the donkey's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna go around you," and then and he just watches him. He's like, "Wow, damn it,
stupid."
So, having been thwarted by this donkey, the messenger of Yahweh stands in. So this is like it's like a narrow vineyard path, a narrow path of the vine dressers. And then this expression here, literally wall from this and wall from this is just a fun poetic way of saying that it was walled on either side, a wall on
Right.
this side and a wall on that side.
It's probably like a row of houses with the back part of the house on this side, and then a row of houses with the back part on this side. So Jericho on this side and Jericho on that side.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly what's going on. And now, the donkey will not be able to get the best of the angel, the messenger this time. He's got those walls to help him.
Like there had to be an angel of the Lord like graduating at the bottom of the class, right? Because you got like a fiery being guarding the Garden of Eden, right? That one's successful.
That's the top one. He's the
We are so terrible.
he's the
Oh, just
dean.
kidding. Just kidding.
But is it like maybe he's like Batman, where he can't he can't turn his head. So
That's rough.
I don't know.
We are silly.
Yeah. Okay. Vaya mod is a cal imperfect third masculine singular. Vav consecutive from Ahmad. And look at that. That's it. That was easy and short.
Nice.
Yeah. How are we doing for time? Oh, we got lots.
Yeah.
So should yeah. Okay. I don't. Do you want me to read verse 25 too, or
Uh,
you gonna?
no, it's all right.
right.
I feel like this one's pretty short, and then
Okay.
like they're all starting to balance
It is.
out in length.
Okay.
It seems. 25. Vater ha'aton et malach Yahweh, vatilachetz el hakir, vatilchatz et regel Balaam el hakir, vayosef lehakota. Then the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, or the angel of Yahweh, sorry, and it was like it pressed itself literally to the wall, like up against the wall, and it pressed the foot of Balaam against the wall, and he struck it again, quite literally, and he added to strike it.
Oh.
So, vatere is a Kavav consecutive and perfect, third feminine singular from Ra'ah. Vatilachetz is a Nifal Vav consecutive and perfect, third feminine singular from Lachatz, to press. So you can see that the noon is assimilated here into the Lamed. There is a kametz under the Lamed here. Those are indicative of sort of the telltale signs of the Nifal. And now, so you got tilachetz here. There's some pretty cool play here. So like up here, you have nata in the cow, then nata in the hifil. Then you have tilachetz or lachatz in the nifal. And then, 3 words later, lachatz in the cow. So, I think these are intentional moves here. So it pressed itself. So this nifal is taking sort of a reflexive nuance here, which is totally fine with the nifal. And then the cow, off consecutive and perfect third feminine singular from lachatz, to press, just simple transitive with the direct object of regel. Vayosef is another hifil, vav consecutive and perfect. They're masculine singular from Yasaf to add or to continue. And then lehakot is the hifil infinitive construct from Nacha with the third feminine singular object suffix. So he continued to, or he again hit her. There you go.
There we go. I got a couple of comments before moving on. Simone says, for some reason, I'm imagining him as being played by Danny DeVito. Now, what I want to know is Simone imagining Balaam being played by Danny DeVito, or the messenger of Yahweh? So,
So Danny DeVito, does he do the voice in Hercules of Philoctetes?
the
trainer,
the Disney one?
yeah,
Yeah,
the
I think
trainer of
so.
Hercules.
Yeah. That's him.
Because if so,
Maybe.
she might be thinking
the
that
donkey.
he's the donkey.
Yeah. Let us know, Simone. She said yo, but I don't know.
Yes, she did.
I don't know what that means. So, so Tomar pointed out that Mish'ul is a hapax. Hapax mentioned, yes. He also notes that Rashbam wrote that this is the reason why Balaam became lame. Do you have Holiday, Josh? I used to. I believe I left my copy in Norway, so I don't know the answer to this question either. So somebody can weigh in on that. I also like this text from Mushroom Farmers Guild. Thank you for that.
I cannot see that.
It's just like people dancing with crossbows and donkeys. And,
there you go.
It's a bunch of stuff. And Simone says the angel is, oh wow, ouch. Alan Rickman, like in Dogma. Yeah, I'm just really struggling to see Alan Rickman being in this predicament where he can't figure out what to do when the donkey steps off the path. Like, I don't know. This is really bothering me. But never mind. I'm gonna move on to verse 26. Yes. We miss you, Alan Rickman. Vayosef Malach Adonai Avod Vayamud B'makom Tzard Asher Ein Derech Linnetot Yamin Ushmoel. Wow, look at that. That's interesting. That they've got the aleph and the vav in there.
I'm
and
guessing this is
the pointing of the
Great
whole
could be.
Yeah, probably. But it's definitely orthographically long. So all right. So the messenger of Yahweh again crossed over and took a stand in like a narrow place, which there was no way, literally, to step off either right or left. So
you won't get past me this time.
That's right.
Like in the second case, it's like, oh no, get ah. Oh, yeah.
What are the? He's got two boys with him. What are they doing? Actually, the thing about this story is, right? Don't forget he went with the chiefs of Moab.
Right,
There's like
right.
there's like a whole crew of them. What are they doing on this little narrow garden path going between the in between the walls?
They're watching
Anyway,
this donkey and going, "Blimey!"
okay.
Probably not that.
Yes, Vayo is safe. Is That's a cow imperfect vowel consecutive. Third masculine singular from Yasaf. Um, Avord is that looks like an no. That's a um. Is that a strong verb
Yeah, it's
or is
an
that a
infinitive construct.
oh it's an infinitive construct. I thought so, but I was getting thrown off by the lack of the preposition. So yeah,
Yeah, it's in there.
so it's an infinitive construct. Um, and then we've got another cow, third masculine singular imperfect vowel consecutive from Ahmad
Ahmad Rashad standing in the
standing.
end zone.
uh, Lin Tot is this is also an infinitive construct from the top. We can actually see two of the root letters this time. Uh, yeah, so I think that's that, and
Nice.
it's I'll just point out again here. Notice the vav tav ending on lin tot
Mm.
once again taking the place of the weak hay in the third hay verb. All right, so one more.
Yeah.
Let's do one more.
Yeah, that'll be a good end of the section. Vatere ha'aton et malach Yahweh, vatirbatz tachat Bil'am, vayicharaf Bil'am, vayach et ha'aton bamakel. Then the donkey saw the messenger of Yahweh, and it crouched beneath Balaam.
Poor donkey.
So the anger of Balaam was kindled. Why don't we just say he got angry?
He was very angry.
And
Yeah.
he struck the donkey with like a staff, with the staff,
So I
with
guess
his
I,
staff.
I just I just always imagine, and maybe this is because I grew up with like the whole Bible on these dramatized cassette tapes. I just always imagined that he was smacking the donkey with his stick the whole time. But it
Mm,
actually maybe the first couple times that he's beating the donkey while he's like
mm.
slapping it with his hand. So and now he's actually using a stick. I don't know, this is I have as a dog owner, this is a verse that makes my heart sad.
Yeah,
Because I'm picturing the poor little
yeah.
donkey just kind of cowering and you know poor
Vatera is a Kalvav consecutive imperfect, third feminine singular from Ra'ah. Vatirbatz is a Kalvav consecutive imperfect, third feminine singular from Ravatz. This is that verb that's in um, Genesis 4, whatever, where it says that sin is crouching at the
crouching.
door.
Yeah.
Here, Vayicharaf. So Yichar is a Kalvav consecutive imperfect, third masculine singular from Chara. Vayach, this is a Hifil Vav consecutive imperfect, third masculine singular from Nacha, and that's it.
I think that's
So next week, tune in to see what happens
to the poor
to
donkey.
the poor donkey.
See if the messenger of Yahweh
Is he foiled
qualifies for
again?
qualifies for a promotion, or is he getting written up on his next performance review? God, this messenger sucks.
When he goes back down, he'll say, Lord, this will not be unlike some of my amazing work that I've done in the past.
Oh, sorry. I'm
The
slow.
show today is no exception to some of the great work that I've done in the past.
I'm sorry. Every time. It is like, how do you have
Oh.
no self-awareness? You
Oh,
think my work is
Eden,
it's amazing, and
I-
today will be no different.
listen, I have not paid any attention to his last name's Huberman. What was his first name?
Oh, that's
Um,
right. I call
Uh,
him Dwight.
but I'm paying attention to Huberman in like
Reed.
months. Reed
Reed.
Huberman. I haven't paid attention to old Reed in months
I
and
can't
months.
believe it.
And then,
It's like not paying
but
attention to what do you meme or something,
listen,
you know?
yeah, right. But listen, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and that's why I clipped this because uh, something he did a review of the discussion that Alex O'Connor had with
Yeah.
the connect. Did you see that? He did a
Yes.
review of the discussion.
Yeah.
With the
I mean,
Connect.
I saw that it was there and saw enough to see him say that and thought, what an idiot. I am an amazing micromanager. You don't even know. Can micromanage with the best of them.
Uh,
Oh, God.
it's true, guys. It just
Never gets old.
it never gets old. Oh wow! Look, Emergency Moto is throwing us money. Thanks,
Oh.
guys. Can't wait for. I'm sorry. It's bi-weekly. Oh shoot. I don't think I mentioned it to you. But at uh, tell Josh about Falk's Egypt tour brochure at the SBL conference, Josh. In the book exhibit, I found the book exhibit kind of disappointing this
Mm.
year. It's been a few years since I've gone, but in years past, it's been huge. It's like the
Yeah.
largest Christian bookstore, religious bookstore on earth. But there was a lot of booths in the exhibit hall that were like seminaries and colleges,
Mm.
and there was one. There was one that was it's actually the tour company that is leading David Falk's tour to Egypt. So they had nice glossy brochures all out on the table. So I picked one up. I gave it to Vishanti. Um, she almost punched me. No, Lawrence, we're just starting. So she almost punched me, and then she was looking at it and she noted that he's going to be taking his tour group to places in Egypt where the Israelites were enslaved for 400 years.
Oh,
I know.
you know,
Uh,
that reminds me, and then I should probably go because I gotta go get
Yeah,
one of my
I gotta
kids.
go.
But it reminds me of my grandfather many years ago went on a tour to Israel with a church group, and they went down, and the tour guide said, "Okay, so here we are. This is where it's said that David fought Goliath." Have I told you this story before?
I don't think.
And the pastor of the church, group was like, "Well, where specifically?" And the Israeli tour guide was like, and he says, "Well, I mean, look, I got to tell these people what happened." And he goes, "Right there." And the pastor turned around and said, "David killed Goliath right there." And so everybody ran over and picked up a stone, right?
Oh my God! I thought they were like taking.
No, picked up a stone. And so my
God.
grandfather walked over to the tour guide and he said, That's got to seem pretty funny to you, doesn't it? And the tour guide says, no, we have to have a truckload of stones brought in every couple of months.
That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Before you go, Josh, before we go, Lawrence says that you haven't said hello to him in 76 years.
You know, Lawrence, me telling Aaron about how amazing of a scholar you are, I guess that's just not enough for you.
Not
You
enough,
know,
man. Yeah,
hello, Lawrence. It is good to see you. No, seriously, it's good to see you.
yeah.
And I meant every word of that, by the way, just in case that was unclear.
But it's time to go, people. So we'll be back in 2 weeks. But I'll probably do a stream next week as well. So have a good night and stay safe, everyone.